Zdravím vás, moje meno je Elessar a vítam vás pri ďalšom dieli Deus Ex Human Revolution. No, jak sme mohli vidieť, tak kalanisko tu mal... Áno. Poďme sa pozrieť na to, čo nás čaká. To ne, toto. Ja si teda ešte pozriem, či nahráva vôbec. Že vraj áno. No, potrebovali sme sa všetko tohto zbaviť. Áno, nájdi... To je pičo, niekde už čo ti... Jo, ale my sa nesmieme ukázať pred... Nazdar.
Please, sir, do you know what is happening?
Pred týmito kriplami, lebo pokiaľ viem, tak... To teraz neviem, či všetci budú akože... hostile, keď sa ukážeme, alebo... Ty si čo?
You shouldn't be here. Get moving.
Aha. Okej, dobrá. To bolo zaujímavé. Som myslel, že začnú automaticky strieľať. Hello.
Did it hit you too?
Jensen? It's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
Jasne, takže máme ísť do Limp kliniky. OK. Počkať, mapa. To je to? Aha, tak ideme rovno tam sa pozrieť. Trošku sa na to celé komplikuje a... Ježmara, toto je Elessarová, vydrž, to je niečo strašné. Čekaj. Ešte. Poď. What? Si volal fakt normálne? Bastard jeden.
Major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve
Ja mám prednosť. Tak, to by sme mali. Takže zdá sa, že nezačnú hneď strieľať, tak ako zvarovali minulom dieli. Ale... nie sú nadšení zrovna. Ty ma nezastrelíš?
One moment.
Asi ne.
Sir? Could I borrow a
You here for recall? There is problem with the peripheral nerve interface. We fix with upgraded chip. You want it, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, name's Jensen.
I will tell surgery. You buy something else?
Excuse me, Mr. Jensen?
Ježiš, niekto ma tam už oslovuje. Ne! Dajte aspoň toto.
I'm ready.
Aha. Oni ma zase režú. Už zase. Ty vole. To je forma. Kto na mňa hovorí? Ty?
I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
That depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite.
Wing Hui.
My name is Wing Hui. I am a doctor here.
I can see that.
Wing Hui.
What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes.
Klírek.
Need for what, exactly? Tread carefully, Doc, because I'm about one step away from losing my patience here.
No, please. You misunderstand.
Glad to hear it.
I'm afraid I won't be able to go into very much detail.
Ty vole, to je debata.
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you...
I understand, Doc. You can count on my discretion.
I appreciate it, Mr. Jensen. Obviously, you are familiar with Bell Tower and the role...
What kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure.
Is this about stopping Bell Tower, then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and others.
Sounds like the type of man you don't...
Precisely. Yet, about a month ago, I have heard rumors that Mr. Zelazny and part of his unit had...
I take it you said you...
They sent me to the back store of a meat shop near Pandang Road.
Yeah, I mean, what are super augmented killing machines known for, if not their unmatched love for Doc?
Do not be too eager to
OK, takže sidequestino. Potrebujem ten obchod. Takže sa potrebujem dostať do úlu, keď tak nad tým rozmýšľam. Tu a teraz keď vylázem a tu rovno budem kúkať ten fízal. Yes. To chceš.
怎么回事嘛？为什么我们还在这里没有动啊？天啊，那么多人！
Hello. Dobre, kam? Lebo tuto sa vyznať to je... Počkaj, čo? Som na dobrej onej? Ja, tu je to... Ja, to je v tejto štvrti. Povím, ne? A ja idem do toho úlu najprv popredávať nejaké tie veci. Je ten bastard v tom obchode? On tu má proste prístup rovno z kanálu. O tomu sa hovorí. Prístupný obchodník. No trúfam. Predať... To nepotrebujeme. Tak. Všetko preč. Ja toto všetko som získal pri tom fajte, ktorý som spomínal, že som posral, nenahral naposledy. Keby ste sa čudovali, že mám toho toľko pri sebe, tak jo. Má niečo zaujímavé? No toto kúpime. Vždycky hodí. Keď sa mi zrovna nebude chceť.
Thank you.
Jo, prídem. Možno ne. Som tu správne, ne? Vlastne cez tie strechy by... Aha.
Hey, I know you. You're the one Bell Tower is looking for. I seen your picture.
You got the wrong guy.
What's it worth to you for me to think so? Be a simple thing for me to yell out. Maybe a few credits keep my mouth shut, huh?
How about I find some other way to keep it shut? Permanently.
That won't be necessary. I see now that you're much taller than the man they're looking for.
I thought you might see things that way. Now move it.
Akože Beltover ma aj tak hľadá. Podržanie? Ja si myslím, že podržanie je. Ty vole. To si berie nejak osobne to dnes, ne? Jo. Čo si povedal? Čo si povedal, jaká polícia? Nič by seba nemá. No. Sakra. Ja vážne sa musíš kašľať.
Hey, what happened?
What happened? The same what's gonna happen to you. Ešte niekto? Jako vada. Teraz som si vyčistil inventár do prdele. Sem sa toho nazbie. Sem sa toho zmestí. Ľadci, moji zlatí. No ale počkať, viem kam máme ísť. Aspoň, ak si to, aspoň trošku pamätám. Jop. No. Áno, predám ti ešte tú devinu, čo som teraz získal. Fuck off. Tak, a ideme. Najhustejšia animácia z celej hry. No takže nachádzame sa v tej...
Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
Okej, tu je zase questov. Jasne, toto je nebezpečný agent a toto je ten Darrow. Vy ste otravní. Ale tu nie sú žiadny fízliak, tak vidím. Či? Interesting. Interestingo, ja idem zle. Jeden quest, druhý quest. Kde sme? Tam je iba tá dvojka. Jo, počkaj. No potrebujem ísť proste hore. Proste hore za questom, za questom, za questom. Tak. Tak. Výborne. Niekam sme sa dostali, ale vôbec netuším. Tam úplne zleteť asi nechcem. Tam sú bad guys. Jo, prechod za billboardom, jasné. No! Jo, ty to ma nechajú tak, ty to ma iba upozornia. Uj. Ještěže tak. Ja už mám všetko opravené, nic sa ty neboj. Tak. 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 Je to sakra som. A! Som na nejakom queste, ale neviem na ktorom. Jo, Darrow. OK.
Let's hope he's as good as they say.
Ja som ešte lepší.
Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
Listening.
What operation?
We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. Are you up to it?
Jo, to je ten projekt, ktorý má znižiť emisie alebo čo také.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden Pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the cellars and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it.
Aha.
If Faye set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the cellars and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
Taký ex-svát, jak ja.
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Faye and Mr. Faye alone. If they spot you, they will shoot on sight. Need I point out this might make your job a lot harder?
Story of my life.
No jo. Ja furt neviem, kam mi ukazuje táto... Oh yeah. Toto? Je to kruciál? Gimme. No? Moc. Zatiaľ tu zbieram len prachy, čo je samozrejme absolútne úžasné, ale je takto.
你不是当地人吧？是吗？
Vstupte do zadní místnosti železnictví. A tu už som bol. Tu už som to vykradol. Ups. Čo máme? Zalezný si myslí, že už tu nie je bezpečno, chce sa presunúť niekam dolu. Zasahl som niekoho z týmu mluviť o nejakých kanálech. Nedobře si ho sa jednou ve věcech, musíme sa odsud dostať. Ešte niečo? No toto už som vybral. No čo teraz? Čak. Čo som teraz urobil? Ko? What? Jo, svoje kapesnice křesáš, měl bych zjistit, jestli mi to... No? To je ona. Tu ju mám. To som teraz urobil. No, to by sme mali. Ale... Och joj. To je zase jeden z tých úkolov. Úžasných, bugnutých, neviem čo. Nevadí. Elessar. 36 metrov, to je blízko docela. To by mohlo ísť aj táto, ne? V tomto meste sa po strechách dorostrie v podstate všade. Jo, tu už som to prerazil. Tu tiež. Hello. Aha. Ha! Kde to kurva som? Help? I tady sa dostane z tejto štvrti, to asi úplne nechcem. Či? Joj. Aha. Chcem ísť do tej druhej štvrti. Je tak. Takže som v podstate... 154 metrov, ježišna Mária. No takže. Trošku sa nám tu rozvetvil ten úkol. Obyčajní civilovia. Neviem prísť sráč, tu sú traja na jednom mieste, pretože prečo ne? Keď ma uvidia, začnú strieľať, ak si to dobre pamätám. A tohto by som mohol vyradiť tým oným omráčením. Ale hen tých troch vlastne tiež, keď tak na tým rozmýšľam. Jasne. No čo, tento sa pohne, mohol by sa... Jo. Vráti naspäť. To počuli, vážne? Jaj, boha jeho kokotmi. Ja si myslím, že tá puška není počuť. Aspoň nie tak moc. Tak, moment. Dobre, toto nepočul nikto. To počul jeden, ale toho za chvíľu sekne. No a týchto troch to iba ako zaradiť k zemi, ja si myslím, že ich normálne natrvalo omračí. Tja, dokonalá. Dokonalá, čistá robota. Peniazy? Nič? Už rádio. Tu sa nedá vypnúť. No. Čip? Jo. Nikes. Ja sa to teraz ešte musím dostať. Moment. It's not that easy. Že musím ísť zase naspäť do tej štvrte debilnej. Tento hovoril o nejakých kanáloch, tak rovno sa ideme na nejakých tých kanálov pozrieť. Možno aj náhodou narazíme. No možno aj ne. Aha. Tak ako toto bolo úplne na náhodu. Ha! Jak sa hovorí, tak to mi ho vyndej, akože. Že som sa napol toho chlastu. Uj. OK, aké tu mám možnosti? Možnosti mojich možností. Nebudeš nejdeš střídat a pak klas otázky, ale nie som mi radi, aby si skúsil dohodnúť. Hey guys, I'm a friend.
They send you? If you're talking about your former buddies at Bell Tower, the answer is no.
Wait a minute. You're Jensen, right? I heard that some of my former buddies have been looking for you.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems no matter how many of their friends I send back in body bags, they just don't get the message.
For the sin of their mouths, the words of their lips, let them be trapped in their pride.
You've dropped the Merc gig to become a man of the cloth?
Hardly. I just have an interest in theology. And I love quoting the book. Everything in it is so evocative. Now, tell me, are you here to stop me?
No samozrejme.
That I am.
Then perhaps you should reconsider. There are many of us, and only one of you. At this moment, my men and I have no quarrel with you. So you don't have to die for a war that isn't yours.
Oh.
I said I was here to stop you, not fight you. A friend of yours sent me to convince you to turn yourself in.
Let me guess. Dr. Wing, right? He's a good man. And I know he's only trying to do what he thinks is right. But he doesn't quite grasp the whole picture here.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Start by explaining why you went rogue.
When an average man decides he no longer shares his employer's views and opts to leave, we say he's handing in his resignation. When men like us do the same, it's called going rogue. You can't quit a job like ours, Jensen. You know that.
Yeah, okay, I can relate. But you still haven't answered my question. And what do you mean when you say you no longer share your employer's view?
Back in the US, when I first got into the Army, I did it because I wanted to serve my country. I believed in its values. I believed in its government. Back then, I believed that by serving my government, I was serving the people it was supposed to protect.
Nice sentiment. But you don't work for the US anymore, you work for Bell Tower.
Times change, Jensen. You know the story. Capitalism's final encroachment on one of the most lucrative industries in the history of mankind. War got privatized. The US military offloaded its special operations to PMCs like Blue Water Global and Bell Tower. I believed that as long as they were working for the government, they were serving the same cause. So when they offered me the chance to work on major operations at twice the pay grade, I made my jump.
Takže prachy.
Why don't we just skip to when things went sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program. Top secret, experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions. Make us more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect...
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of months, I started experiencing memory shifts. Remembering...
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
Takže on chce zastaviť vlastne tých typkov, ktorí robia tie experimentálne testy, jasné. Akože... Ja mal by som dať toto, keďže ja som non-lethal a on sa ich teraz snaží...
Listen, I have no doubt these men deserve to die. But you can't simply pass judgment on people.
I'm afraid that's impossible. These...
Jasné, a tá beta mu tam dosť často, ne?
You think your gear is top-notch? Trust me, I will show you the true meaning of high-end. You don't want to die, or sacrifice your men.
It's a cute little toy you have there, Jensen. But don't waste your time. Your Cassie won't work on me.
Bastard.
I think you're wrong. But I don't think it's my place to try to stop you.
I appreciate that, Jensen. I didn't want you to die for a cause that isn't yours.
I on odíde, takže ja nebudem mať možnosť ho, ne? No takto sorry, akože ja sa nenechám zabiť. Jak bol ten typek veľký? Čo? Čo som ja? Kto som ja, aby som ho súdil? Čo tu je? Okienko. A to by sa nejako dalo urobiť, že by som sa zneviditeľnil, schoval, neviem čo. Že ako to by šlo. A tu nebol nejaký ďalší východ, takže... Jo. Well, vidíme sa za chvíľu. Zas som tu. Ne, ja som zase nenatáčal. Ja, tak ten Zelazný nám zavolal, že dal sem do, že sa mu podarilo sem do Hengši preveleť nejakých jeho kamarátov z Beltavru. Takže už by sme mali mať pokoj. A tak to bol potom dobrý deal. Že tu nemusím ona. Aha. Tak až tak kamarátsky to asi... Až tak veľa tých kamarátov to asi nebolo. Joj, prečo mi toto robíš? Tam teraz, jo, clinical iným. Tak poďme to dokončiť.
So? You have found Zelazny?
Jo, našiel.
Really, Mr. Jensen?
It's a long story, Doc. I tracked Zelazny and his men. They were hiding in the...
What? But...
Není na mě rozhodnout, jestli má pravdu nebo ne. Podle mě se si od vás příliš neliší.
The men Zelazny's after are far more dangerous than he is. His methods are extreme, but I think his...
I had not foreseen such a thing. I don't know, mister. Here is a praxis kit.
Nice. Jo, nový achievement. Ha! Tak, teraz už mám miesto na energiu. Ja nemám 200. Ja nemám 200. Nemáš 200 po ruke? Ne? OK, tak nič. Proste 200 mi chýbajú na Praxis Point. A mám u seba tie pušky, takže by ich stačilo predať. Jaj. Jo, toto sa stalo medzičasom. Nevadí. Sidequest. Tak, hackovanie ešte v tejto časti tuším nebolo, takže... To musíme samozrejme napraviť. Máme hotovo. 2 vírusy, jak oči. Kde to kurva sme? To je jedno, pretože sme 30 metrov od nášho questu. Kde dúfam zase. Ne. Nezletím tam, kde nemám. Jo, som už som to urobil. To bolo tých 5 typkov, čo som ich postrelal. Aha.
You must get that chip back.
Prosím ťa.
I got the chip. The cellars are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
Trošku
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time.
Give me all the information I need.
You feel you'd be betraying your employer's trust by giving me proprietary information. But Seraph and Dow are friends, and they sent me here because they both trust me. You should too.
Trust you? This is business, Mr. Jen.
To vážne? A chod do piče.
Alright, take it.
Mrcha vyjebaná to je.
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. I just wish I knew what this was all about.
You never know, Mr. Jensen. One day, you just might.
One day you just meet. Kde som teraz? Jo, aha. Počkať, rovno. Rovno. Dostaneme sa aspoň tam, kde... A to nechcem. Kde začína. To je hlavný úkol a to už si necháme na... To už si necháme na nejaký... Aha. Nope. Nope. He is not a kameraden. Ja som asi nemal zoskakovať. No nič menej, dámy, páni, priatelia, nepriatelia, všetci títo ľudia. Myslím, že to by to stačilo. Takže vidíme sa zase pri ďalšej časti. Majte sa dobre a čus.